Safety tips is for you to understand who is sitting by your side and understanding your environment. You have done that. So don't just believe that who is seated by you is totally friend, so that you are not going to lose any of your items. Meanwhile, we have fire extinguishers that are placed at strategic points, and then we also have safety marshal also on standby. In case of any emergency and you need to evacuate the hall, for those on the stage, you have the exit. This exit takes you down, that's to your right. It takes you down to that place, and then you can access through this place to the muster point. Your muster point is just by the entrance here, by the gate. And for those who are in the hall also, inside this hall, we have 4 exits. You can see 4 double doors that will lead you to the foyer. And that leads you also down to the staircase that will take you to the muster point downstairs. I'll advise that in case of any emergency and you need to speedily evacuate, first, you need to be calm. You need to be very, very calm and take turn to exit through the 4 double doors that are at your back. So that, one, you don't enjoy yourself and you don't make it difficult for others to exit the hall. And when you assemble at the muster point there, their safety marshal will come and attend to you. Again, if you are feeling uneasy, there has been standby emergency ambulance for you to take charge of you. So don't hesitate to get in touch with any of the ushers if you are not feeling too well, so that we can take care of that. Thank you. Have a nice AGM. Can we all...
Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land. Though tribe and tongue may differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigerians old and proud to serve our sovereign motherland. Our flag shall be a symbol that truth and justice reign. In peace or battle honored, and this we count as gain. To hang on to our children a banner without stain. O God of all creation, grant this our one request. Help us to build a nation where no man is oppressed. And so with peace and plenty, Nigeria may be blessed.
Please be seated. Distinguished shareholders, ladies and gentlemen, can I have a roving mic, please? The time is 10 o'clock. It is my pleasure to welcome you this morning to the 100th Annual General Meeting of our company, Unilever Nigeria PLC. I've received confirmation from our registrars, Greenwich registrars. Thank you very much. I've received confirmation from our registrars, Greenwich registrars, that we have a quorum as required by Article 54 of the company's Articles of Association. The meeting, having been duly convened and properly constituted, is hereby declared open. I wish
to inform you that while this meeting is being held in person, it is also being streamed live to enable shareholders, regulators, observers, and other stakeholders who are not able to join us in person to follow the proceedings. Furthermore, I wish to inform you that safety and health measures have been put in place by the company for this meeting. Ladies and gentlemen, there are 8 items of business before you today. You will have the opportunity to move and second motions put to the meeting and vote on each meeting. There will also be ample opportunity for questions and comments. Please ensure that at the appropriate time, you raise your hand when you are called upon to speak. As we wish to have a full recording during this meeting, microphones have been provided and will be handed by ushers who will move around the room as questions are asked. Before you speak, kindly help us by stating your name. I wish to appeal to each shareholder speaking this morning that we be brief with our comments. I've been reminded by shareholders as I walk through the room this morning that it's a Friday and some shareholders would like to go to prayers early. I've also been told that we have a new pope and people want to go and celebrate that as well. So I hope you will all join me in ensuring that we have a brief and enjoyable meeting. I would like to inform all members that the Register of Directors' Holdings is available for inspection during the meeting in compliance with Section 301, subsection 8 of the Companies and Allied Matters Act. Before moving to the formal aspect of the meeting, I would like to introduce very briefly my colleagues on the board of directors. To my immediate left is Mr. Toby Adeniyi, who is Managing Director of your business. He was appointed as Managing Director in January of 2025. Next to Mr. Adeniyi is Mrs. Folake Ogundikwe, Executive Director. Next to Mrs. Ogundikwe, I'd like to introduce Mr. Michael Ikpoki, Independent Non-Executive Director. Next to Mr. Ikpoki is Mrs. Uma Yusuf Aboki. She's an independent non-executive director and was appointed to your board in January of 2025. Next to Mrs. Aboki is Mr. Chika Nwobi, non-executive director. To my immediate right is our company secretary, Mr. Peter Dada. And next to Mr. Dada is Ben Langat, non-executive director. Next to Mr. Langat is Ms. Ngozi Edozian, independent non-executive director. I'm also pleased to welcome Mr. Obinna Emenyonu, executive director. And to Obinna's right, I'm pleased to welcome this morning Mrs. Adenike Ogunlesi, who was appointed to your board as an independent non-executive director in March of 2025. Distinguished shareholders, my name is Bolaji Balogun. I'm very delighted to welcome each and every one of you to this meeting. I am, by your grace, chairman of your company. Thank you. Thank you very much. And also an independent director. I would like this morning to introduce the representatives of our professional service providers, as well as the representatives of regulators who are here present. Our auditors, KPMG Professional Services, Mr. Uzodinma Nwankwo. And we also have Mr. Nnaji from KPMG. From our registrars, Greenwich registrars, Mrs. Obiageli Chiki Ijebulam and Mrs. Motunrayo Ajijola. From the Securities and Exchange Commission, Mr. Victor Thomas. The Corporate Affairs Commission, Barrister Mrs. Origo Mison Sage. And from the Nigerian Exchange Limited, Mr. John Ugu. Please permit me to introduce the members of our audit committee. Mr. David Oguntoye, who is the chairman. Alhaji Wahab Ajani. And Mr. Kolawole Durojaye. The board is represented on the audit committee by Mr. Michael Ikwoki and Ms. Ngozi Edozian. We also have in attendance in the hall, mostly physically, but a few virtually, members of your Unilever Nigeria leadership team and members of our management. I will now call on our company secretary to read the notice of the meeting, which is on pages 10 to 12 of the annual report.
Notice is hereby given that the 100th annual general meeting of Unilever Nigeria PLC will be held at the Shell Hall, Muzon Center, Marina, Lagos, on Friday, 9th March 2025 at 10 a.m. for the following purposes. Ordinary business, to lay before the members the report of the directors, the audited financial statement for the year ended 31st December 2024, together with the report of the audit committee and independent auditors thereon. 2, to declare a dividend. 3, to elect and re-elect directors, to wit, 1, to elect Mr. Bolaji Balogun, Ms. Ngozi Edozian, Mrs. Umar Yusuf Aboki, and Mrs. Adenike Ogunlesi, being directors elected since the last annual general meeting. 3.2, to re-elect the following directors retiring by rotation: Mr. Chika Nwobi, Mrs. Folake Ogundipe. Item number 4, to disclose the remuneration of managers of Unilever Nigeria PLC. 5, to appoint Forbes Mazars as the company's new independent auditors and to authorize the directors to fix their remuneration. 6, to elect members of the audit committee. Special business by ordinary resolution. Item 7, to consider and if thought fit to pass the following as ordinary resolution: that the remuneration of the non-executive directors of Unilever Nigeria PLC for the year ending December 31st, 2025 be and is hereby fixed at 120 million naira only as directors' fees. In addition, sitting allowances will be paid at standard agreed rate for each meeting attended. Item 8, to consider and if thought fit, pass the following resolutions as an ordinary resolution of the company: that pursuant to Rule 20.8 of the Rule Book of the Exchange, 2025 Issuers Rules, a general mandate be and is hereby given authorizing the company during the 2025 financial year and up to the date of the next annual general meeting to procure goods, services, and financing and enter into such incidental transactions necessary for its day-to-day operations from its related parties or interested persons on normal commercial terms consistent with the company's transfer pricing policy. All transactions falling under this category, which were earlier entered into in 2025, prior to the date of this meeting, I hereby ratify. Subject to the permission of the shareholders, can we deem the notes taken as read? So dated is 24th March 2025 by order of the board.
Thank you, Mr. Dada. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the chairman's statement is on pages 13 to 16 of the annual report. May I have your... Thank you very, very much. You also have statements from the managing director on pages 17 and 19 of the same annual financial statements. Thank you very, very much. Distinguished shareholders, ladies and gentlemen, item 1 on our agenda is to lay before the members the report of the directors, the audited financial statements for the year ended 31st December 2024, together with the reports of the audit committee and the independent auditors thereon. Copies have been circulated to shareholders in accordance with the Companies Act and the Company's Articles of Association. I therefore lay before this meeting the report of the directors, the financial statements, and the report of the audit committee and independent auditors thereon. May I call on Mr. Uzodinma Nwankwo, partner at KPMG Professional Services, to give us the independent auditor's report, which is on pages 74 to 77 of the annual financial statements.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, distinguished shareholders, board of directors, and everyone present. My name is Uzodinma Nwankwo, the audit partner. Mr. Chairman, it's our last year as auditors before we have to rotate in line with rotation requirements. So I would like to crave your indulgence to just make some very brief remarks before we read the auditor's report, if that's okay. Okay, thank you. All right, it's on behalf of KPMG, I would like to express our immense appreciation to the company, the management team, the board of directors, the audit committee for the support and collaborative relationship that we have enjoyed as auditors to Unilever Nigeria over the past 11 years. I have been the audit partner for the past 4 of those years, and I have seen closely the positive transformation that the company has experienced. It's been a pleasure working shoulder to shoulder with the management team, identifying and resolving issues towards meeting our desired audit objective. And the last audit, I would say, was the best and the most seamless. So as we left, we're leaving with a bang, with mixed feelings. We do understand the merits and the importance of auditor rotation. But we consider ourselves as business partners, so we're never too far away. As far as is permissible, we'll always be happy to assist the company. This is the centenary AGM that's testament to 100 years of heritage that Unilever has built and interwoven into the fabric of the Nigerian society. So we'd like to wish you many, many more years of success and all the best. The best is yet to come. Long live Unilever. And so, a report on the audit of the financial statements is on page 74 to 77. And again, I would like to just ask for permission to read the first paragraph, which is the opinion, and the penultimate paragraph on report on other legal and regulatory requirements on page 77. And the rest can be taken as read, if that's fine. Thank you. Opinion. We have audited the financial statements of Unilever Nigeria PLC, the company, which comprise the statement of financial position as at 31 December 2024, the statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income, the statement of changes in equity, the statement of cash flows for the year then ended, and the notes comprising material accounting policies and other explanatory information. In our opinion, the accompanying financial statements give a true and fair view of the financial position of the company as at 31 December 2024 and of its financial performance and its cash flows for the year then ended in accordance with IFRS accounting standards as issued by the International Accounting Standards Board and in the manner required by the Companies and Allied Matters Act, CAMA 2020, and the Financial Reporting Council of Nigeria Amendment Act 2023. The penultimate paragraph on page 77 is our report on other legal and regulatory requirements. This is in compliance with the requirements of Schedule 5 of the Companies and Allied Matters Act, CAMA 2020. We have obtained all the information and explanations which, to the best of our knowledge and belief, were necessary for the purpose of our audit. In our opinion, proper books of account have been kept by the company so far as appears from examination of those books. The company's statement of financial position and statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income are in agreement with the books of accounts. Signed by me, Uzodima Wankwo, on 29 March 2025 on behalf of KPMG Professional Services, Lagos, Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Wankwo. I will now call on Mr. David Oguntoye, Chairman of the Audit Committee, to share with us the report of the Audit Committee.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, sir. The Board of Directors, management and staff of Unilever Nigeria PLC, regulatory authorities present, members of the press, and distinguished shareholders, I say good morning this morning. The report of the Audit Committee to members of Unilever Nigeria PLC can be found on page 67 of the Annual Report and Financial Statement for 2024. I read, in accordance with the provisions of Section 404, subsection 4 and 7 of the Companies and Allied Matters Act 2020, the members of the Statutory Audit Committee of Unilever Nigeria PLC hereby report as follows. We have exercised our statutory functions under Section 404, subsection 7 of the Companies and Allied Matters Act 2020 and acknowledge the cooperation of management and staff in the conduct of these responsibilities. We confirm that, 1, the accounting and reporting policies of the company are consistent with legal requirements and agreed ethical practices. 2, the internal audit programs are extensive and provide a satisfactory evaluation of the efficiency of the internal control systems. 3, we have considered the independent auditor's post-audit report in respect of year ended 31st December 2024 and management responses thereon and are satisfied thereto. Mr. Peter Dada, the company secretary, served as our secretary during all our deliberations. Members of the audit committees are as follows. Kindly take a bow when I mention your name. My humble self, Mr. David Oguntoye. Alhaji Wahab A. Ajani, a shareholder representative. Mr. Kolawole Durojaye, also a shareholder representative. Ms. Abiola Alabi, non-executive director, who has retired with effect from 31st December 2024. And also Mr. Chika Nwobi, a non-executive director. Signed and dated this 24th March 2025 by my humble self, Mr. David Ogutoye, as Chairman Audit Committee. Thank you, and God bless.
Thank you very much, Mr. Oguntoye. I shall be pleased to take questions and comments from the floor. I'm going to please ask again that we try to ensure that we are brief. Please start by introducing yourself, and if you have a specific reference to a page on the financial statement, please draw attention to that page. If I may start with Chief Adesina. Good morning, sir. Yeah, please sit down, sir. Kemi Olagun, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. May God honor you, sir. Thank you. The chairman, members of this erudite board of directors, distinguished fellow shareholders, regulatory authority members present, good morning. I am Chief Timothy Adesina, the patron, first patron of Nigerian Shareholders Solidarity Association. Thank you very much, sir. I'm very happy and I thank God for being able to attend the 100th year anniversary of Unilever Nigeria PLC. Unilever has been with us for long, and they have grown with this country, and we appreciate them. I will thank you all for the kind of result we are considering today. And I will refer you to page 8 of this annual report. Page 8 of this annual report tells you the story of the performance of the company at a glance. The company grew its revenue from 103 billion in 2023 to 149.5 billion in 2024. Despite all the problems in our economy, Unilever continues to wax stronger. And I'm particularly grateful about the dividend which the company is paying today. They paid a dividend of 75 kobo last year, and this year they are paying 1 naira 25 kobo. Please give them a hand of applause. However, on page 15 of this annual report, I read that this dividend will be payable only on the 12th of May. For we poor people, the difference in the weekend and our payment date is a lot. And before you know it, maybe the naira would have even depreciated. So I'm suggesting that since our registrars are able and are capable, and at call, any minute, they are ready to disburse this money, this dividend to us. So we want you to please empower them to do this thing today. Thank you very much. Because like one of my old predecessors in the association used to say, he will say, the water is already on fire. We need the money to buy the gari. And that is late Chief Garuba of blessed memory. Thank you. And apart from that, I also observe that the operating profit dropped from 20% to 12%. And yet, you are able to pay this kind of dividend. Please give this company a hand of applause. I welcome now the man, my brother, Mr. Bolaji Balogun, to this table, to the high table of the chairman. He knows almost all we shareholders by our names because we have been in the game together for a long time. And we rely on his guidance and the guidance and cooperation of the board. He will take Unilever to greater heights. We shareholders are ready to cooperate with him because we can always talk to him, not only at AGMs alone, but at different fora, because he's a man of the people. So I'm thanking the board and management. My question now is, when KPMG will be going now, I understand your new auditors will be Forbes. Where did they come from? Forbes. Mazars. I've never heard of them before. Since my years in the capital market, the young shall grow, like the name of one of my. I salute the courage of Unilever to bring in this kind of auditor because it is only the big four we always hear. And most of these other people working for the big four, when they retire, do we ask them to go back to the farm? No. We should retain them in the profession and use their experience. So I thank the board for this. I will cut the cotton stitch short now. So we appreciate that this board, for the next 100 years, will continue. And I know Bolaji will not stay for 80 years like his predecessor. Thank you. God bless you all.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, my chairman. My name is Pastor Olagoke Samson Olusegun. I represent the interests of the Impressive Shareholders Association, Incorporated. First and foremost, my father have already commended the board and management. And then our chairman, we have known him for long. He has been performed excellent in so many companies. Very hardworking person and very intelligent man. Keep it up, sir. Secondly, the young child grow. I commend our Amibu MD, Mr. Toby. When somebody gets a new job or a new appointment, Mr. Toby have a focus to deliver an excellent and good results. Keep it up. Page 107 to 110. The expenses by nature. I urge the management to watch the expenses very, very well because it's on high side. 131 billion 783 746 from 84,553,005. The difference is 47 230 741. It's on high side. Please, I urge the board to watch the expenses very well. Page 41 to 42. The attendance of all board committees and statutory audit committee is highly commendable. Keep it up. Lastly, I'm really impressed for the performance of our acting company secretary. You know, we have known him for so long, very intelligent, vibrant, and relate to all shareholders with necessary information and handle issues perfectly. Mr. Peter Dada. He fits the post of the company secretary. Please, I urge the board to ratify his appointment and then thank you for the opportunity given to me.
Thank you, the chair. And I thank you, the board and management of Unilever. The name is Comrade Ibru de Moses, the National Coordinator of Independent Shareholders Association. The board is a very sound board. Many of the people here, we know them. We have worked with them. And we expect nothing less. As Baba have mandated the chairman, we are celebrating 100 years. You have to need to plan for the next 100 years. What our forefathers have handed over to us, we must sustain it. And my position, if a company have attained 100 years in a country, is it not possible that it should be a special interest, which is heritage? I've discussed with the Nigerian Stock Exchange before. What we need in this capital market is to make sure that there are certain companies that have entered a threshold with history, heritage. You don't treat them anyhow. So let the capital market, SEC, and NGS design something to encourage companies like that. Having said that, your performance are great. When you look at the 5-year summary in page 165, you can see the performance. That is for the last 5 years. Last 5 years, you see how we have been moving. That is to say, management, the workers, and the board are in the right direction. So for that, outside of 2020 that the COVID arose, where nobody was moving, where we made a loss. Right from that day, from that year till now, everything we have been increasing from 3 billion to 4 billion, from there to 8 billion, from there to 14 billion this year. That is the total comprehensive income. Please, let's give them a round of applause. Now, the next thing I want to say is about Mr. MD, Mr. Toby. On this floor of the AGM years back, the minority shareholders were insisting and saying, is it not high time in Nigeria become the group managing director? You remember, shareholders? Now they have the board on their wisdom have now brought you in. You must not disappoint us. You must not disappoint us. You must lay a foundation for the next, 100 years, so that your name will be remembered. The people that you are seeing here, they are people, they are capable hands that will assist you. Please, don't disappoint us. Now, I am going to speak briefly on this. There is a new policy now, and we like it. Nigeria first. Nigeria first. I want the corporate Nigeria, especially the manufacturing companies, you must embrace this. You must, with all your heart, to support that policy. There's nobody that is going to build our country for us. Nobody, except us. So if the policy comes out, own it and make sure that it works. That is what will sustain us for under 100 years. I can see from the account that you have done well in your after agreement. That is this agreement, African Continental Agreement. You have to key into it also to make sure that we exploit the whole African continent in respect of our products and everything. What strategy have we put in place to do that? Or we continue to enhance that continuity of that agreement? Then, coming to the appointment of external auditor, I hope that you follow the process. You audit committee, don't relax. It is your job by command to say the appointment of external auditor. You must bring, if it is 20, 30 auditor, let them select 3. You interview them. Don't say, oh, that is the way we do it before. That is not the way to do it. Look at the law. Make sure you follow the law. Because if anything goes wrong, we are the one we are going to hold responsible. Kama spelled it out, the process of appointing external auditor. I hope you follow that process. Then finally, I'm not speaking as a shareholder, but I'm going to speak as a customer. Today, the cream I use is from Unilever. Now, the PS, you have many of them. When we go to the first one for Fast Azoba, there is another one. But when you go to the shop, you won't see them. That is the truth. I've been Vaseline, is it the cream, pear cream, and all that? I've used it for a long time. You can't see it nowhere. Then we move again to lotion. You can't see it nowhere. What is happening? Because we must continue. If I believe that if I buy your product, that is a form of what? Dividend for me. I have challenge. I have told one of the audit committee member about 2 years ago, ask what is happening. Please, we need to see this product. Because some of the products, if we don't see them, you need to move to another one and move to another one. Please, that is very key. Sustain your product, good product, market them, bring them, because most of these people you are seeing there, they are buying, they are your customer, at the same time, investor. Thank you very much for the opportunity. Once again, Moses Igrude is my name. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm going to take a question from this side, but I'm looking for a woman in the room.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman and the board, and my fellow shareholders. My name is Sunday Apu, APU spelled. APU. Mr. Chairman, I first of all will come to the external auditors. I don't know. I think, firstly, will it not be nice to give us a brief introduction of the internal auditor, because we know I think they are from US also, but we would like to know more about them before we continue, before we pass that resolution. Again, our dividend, we know we are Oliver Twist. We would like to ask for more, please. Please, we need more dividend, higher one, by next AGM, by like this. Thirdly, Mr. Chairman, it's been long we had bonus. Unilever, give us bonus. Unilever, give us bonus. Again, sir, Unilever, give us bonus. Mr. Chairman, we want to thank you for the improvement of the company, and that has led for capital appreciation of our shares. For example, some of us entered at 5 naira, 9 naira. Today it's almost 43 naira or so. And that is because of how the company is growing, and we are watching closely. And we commend the board as well. Nigeria is a big market. And if you look at it on page 106, you see that our consumption, our sales, where we make sales from, really grew. It's only in Nigeria that we make sales a lot. From 145 billion naira, only in Nigeria. Our outside, our export, is just a very minute sales of 3 billion last year. It means that in Nigeria, and yet, like the last speaker said, these products are not even available enough. So we need these products to go around so that we also, like here now, if they bring these products here, we can get them. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Donations. Lastly, let me go to donations that you made, on which has really increased to 200. Shareholders, in one way or the other, also need donations. Look to the direction of shareholders and bring small smiles to our face. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. My name is Moses Ayodele Ogundeji, a member of Independent Shareholders Association of Nigeria. Good morning, and I want to ride on the existing protocol. Unilever is 100 years. And some of us, all of us in this room, we are still over there, not here. And even the company is older than Nigeria, because Nigeria had independence almost 60-something years ago. And the company has positively impacted Nigerian space in terms of, their goods and services. And the founder, or probably those who brought it, did very well. And in the celebration, I think we, the shareholders, should be part of that celebration. We should be part of it, and I hope you are prepared for it today. Because seeing 100 years, yes, we are happy that Unilever is coming to delight us, and we need to be delighted before we go home. Having said that, I want to take on our brother or our son, because there are so many people that are here that can father our new MD. It's a big job you have been given. And like the last speaker said, we've been, trying to make today a day. And God has answered the prayers that a Nigerian should be considered to lead this company. I want to beg you, because It's one of those things. Anything Nigeria handles, after sometimes you see the standard coming down. We don't want this to be like that. You have to really show, because you are a new generation. Probably you are still under 60 or 50. You are still a young man. And we want you to please let us be proud of you, that our own has taken over, and there should be no excuse like some of those have gotten the opportunity and they spoil it. We don't want our own to be like that, please. And again, I want to commend the board, because you have tried. And some of those people, because there have been board changes, some of those who baked today's cake, the cake we are considering have left. And then we have mixture. But we have to express our appreciation to them. Please help thank them for what they have done, because they have contributed their own quota towards the development of this, or the growth of this company. And like my earlier speakers have said, we trust the chairman, and we have your pedigree. And we know you won't disappoint, but rather you will keep the flag of this company flying. And I pray God will help you. And then the whole board, when we look at your profile, please don't perform below your profile. You have intimidating profile here. And so by next year, we want you to double the performance in terms of result you are going to give to us. We challenge you. You are going to give us something better, that our dividend will not be 1 naira, but our dividend will be in the region of, if you give us 40 naira per share, there's nothing bad about it. Yes, it's possible. It is very, very possible. All we need to do is to control our cost, because make this place an investment destination. This is where we come, and then when we go home with good dividend. I know you can do it. Now, they have mentioned it about the performance in terms of where do we derive our income. The sales or the turnover is total domestic one. And after 100 years, some of our products, I think, can compete very well in any space. Let us look at how we can grow our export business, so that whatever you bring in is forex, and that will help, improve our revenue. So we want you to please look at how the export business can be grown. It is important, and this will hedge us from, this foreign exchange wahala. And then, just to mention, the board has shown us serious commitment in terms of the attendance we have as per this record. Though all the things we are considering today is past record. They have gone. But we would know that making comment on them will enable you to look at how you can, approach the future. It is history, but I believe that the comment we made will enable you to look at some other areas. And then what is the position as at now? Because this is past. What is the position? If you give us the brief, we'll be happy. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you, sir. I'll take this comment here, and then I'm coming to the lady after. I'll just take the last 3 comments from the floor. Thank you, sirs.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for giving this opportunity. First of all, I'd like to say good morning, Mr. Chairman. board of directors, regulators present, able shareholders. My name is Jibuno Godfrey Uche. I am the national youth leader of Shareholders Association of Nigeria, nicknamed the Young Shall Grow. Mr. Chairman, first of all, I would like to welcome the new directors we have on board, because I see we had, our previous ones. We'd like to welcome them, to the board. And also, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to commend you for being gender sensitive. Why am I saying so, sir? You appointed Mrs. Umar Yusuf Aboki and Mrs. Adenike Ogunlesi. Yes, Mr. Chairman. I like what you did, yes, because we believe that our board is a gender-sensitive board. Yes, in these days that we want women to also show their talent and come in. Mr. Chairman, we thank you also. Also, Mr. Chairman, I would also like to welcome our new MD, Mr. Toby Adeniyi. My dad is here. I've said a lot of things. You have a big task. But like I said, we have been clamoring for a youth to come on board. A black person, a black Nigerian to come on. And the mantle will rest in your hands. So who much is given, much is expected. I also noticed on page 41, Chairman, a lot of board meetings were done, 7, and also 5 audit committee meetings. Yes, I commend that also, because it's when meetings are held, there is what we call, a share of knowledge, a synergy between the directors and also the audit committee representing the shareholders. Mr. Chairman, I thank you for that also. And on page 61 and 62, Mr. Chairman, I am highly, happy that your initiative in the energy, conservation, yes. I saw that, our trucks that were using diesel before, we now brought in CNG gases, which is cheaper, and other forms of cheaper forms of energy also that we brought in. Mr. Chairman, that's a good one, and I commend you for that. Also on 62, I saw what we did, our recycling projects also. Yes, in this cycle, we don't leave anything to waste. We look for how we can get money and get more money to improve, our company. I saw on page 85 and 86, the standards, IAS and FRS standards were being, observed. And also, on page 111, Mr. Chairman, I saw we did employment. Yes, that's a good one also. We employed 638 from 610. That's actually 28 people or 28 mouths to feed, removing from the employment market. Chairman, I commend you for that also. And lastly, but not the least, Mr. Chairman, I saw how you use the annual report judiciously. Let me use that word. Yes, we're able to market some of our products. The annual report goes a long way. And like I said, a lot of people see it and we are able to market our product. And last but not least, our CS, Peter Dada, I'd like to commend you. And I would like the board to give support because he is the link between the board and the shareholders. Thank you very much for giving this opportunity. My name is still Jibuno Godfrey Uche. Thank you.
I'll go to the lady in the back of the hall, and I'm going to finish with the lady over here.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman, the members of the board, and my fellow shareholder, the regulator authority present. My name is Mrs. E.O. Obidei, the National Coordinator of Act of God Shareholder Association, Incorporated. Sir, page 41, the attendance, it's really commendable, sir. But the board, they have to buck up. Some people mix this attendance. But audit committee, they all try. The attendance was so perfect. Sir, the key audit matters. Please, it's necessary to follow the key audit matters because that will guide us. I saw the list, sir, of where we have our branch. How do we serve them? Especially UK and Ghana, other places. There are some products in those days when we were small that children love to use. It's not so much in the market. How can we improve the sales department to have this? Page 171 and 181. You show the people there, the gift and order, but you miss shareholder. Shareholder picture is not there, and we are doing 100. I remember when my grandpa was celebrating 100. It was shown before he died age of 110. But my father died age of 90, 20 years difference. Sir, today, we were celebrating 100. It's not showing. I don't know. When people celebrate 100, you will know and it will show. How can we know we are celebrating 100, sir? And I trust you, Chairman. I trust you. You are very, very hardworking. Please do something. Then the celebration, carry the shareholder along, please, sir. We are giving you support. We want to know what is happening. Our product sales department, Knorr is in the market, toothpaste in the market, but Pepsodent is not common. And in those days, when they are teaching us in school, Pepsodent is one of those things that they use to do illustration for us when we are in primary school and secondary school. And it's not so much in the market. Please, let's improve on our product. You know, people love Knorr very well because we have different flavor of Knorr and Roku. The other Maggi has low-cost beans. Let's improve on it, sir, so that our market. Today, I expect us to have handbill and display our products. It's not there. We were at picnic yesterday. Ask all shareholder, 80-90% bought that product because you know it's directly from company. There are many fake that distributors do. When they buy the original one, they had some fake to it. But when we buy from the company, especially when we have AGM, when I was coming, my children said, you are going to Unilever, buy their product too. But here, there's no product. There's no how I can tell the children at home that this is our product too. You ask for Vaseline. There's no Vaseline. It's not even so much in the market. Please, let's improve on it. And I know you are coming to improve this company. And the CS, please, sir, we need to work harder. And the CS, let's have your contact because you are the contact between the company and the shareholder. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you, Mrs. Obidei. I'll take the final question from the lady in the second row.
Thank you, Chairman, for the opportunity. My name is Mrs. B.C. Adedigba of Lagos Zone Shareholders Association. My own point is one. I observed when I go to Ikotu market, I always go to the market or Mushi market to see what our products moving. I want you to put your foot down. These are our distributors. They are not helping us. Because the prices they are selling our product is exorbitant. We have rivals. The Oyinbo say, if you don't get what you want, you can manage what you have. The little products we have in the market, please put your foot down and then send your people to the market. Because the way they sell our market there is too bad. They always say, your company, they are not doing it. This is what they do. And this close up, almost nothing in the sachet too. Don't let us deceive ourselves. Go to the market, go to the factory, do everything possible for you, sir, to make sure you start from the beginning. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I'd like to thank our various shareholders from Chief Adesina, Pastor Samson, Comrade Moses Ibrude, Mr. Sunday Apu, Sir Moses Ayodele Ogundeji, Young Shall Grow, Jibuno, Mrs. Obideyi, and Mrs. Adedigba for all of your comments. I'll start off very briefly. The dividend will be paid on time, and we will ensure that going forward, the date of dividend payment is always the same day as the annual general meeting. Thank you for all the kind remarks about the new managing director. I will give him an opportunity to say a few words. And I think if you are looking at the interim performance of the business, you will see that the direction of travel is quite clear, and himself and his colleagues in management continue to push very aggressively with the support of the board. I will speak briefly about our auditors just before we get to the vote to appoint them. I also want to thank you for the comments about the diversity of the board. This is something that Unilever takes very, very seriously, and we're strengthened by the diversity of our board. I want to just correct the comment about attendance. Every single director was present at every single board committee meeting as well as board meeting that they were required to be present at. The reason that you see less than 100% is related to the time of appointment of certain directors within the year in question. I will now ask our managing director to say a few words.
Thank you. Hello? Hello? Okay. Good morning again, esteemed shareholders. I want to firstly appreciate all of you for your continued trust in Unilever Nigeria PLC. Okay, ma. Is that better now, ma? Thank you. All right. So I really want to appreciate your renewed trust in us as an organization. We've taken note on all the questions, very, very insightful questions. And what I want to assure you all as our shareholders is that we are paying close attention in terms of continually growing this business sustainably. We will grow profitably, we will grow competitively, we will grow sustainably, and therefore, you will continue to see improvement. In terms of the exposures on there were some questions about Forex and exports and the rest of it. The important thing here is that we are doubling down on localization. Over 50% of the materials, input materials we use for production are now fully localized. And the resultant effect of that is we are also indirectly contributing into the creation of over 15,000 jobs across the value chain in Nigeria. So overall, even in terms of expenses, we are investing wisely in expanding our route to market across Nigeria. We will win in many Nigerias, and therefore we are investing in the capabilities of the team as well. We will spend the funds judiciously. Expenses are being closely watched. And overall, we will continue to protect the profitability and the sustainability of the business. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Managing Director. I now want us to move very quickly to the next item on our agenda, which is to declare a dividend. The board has recommended a dividend of 7,181,256,771 naira, being 1 naira 25 kobo per share, which is payable subject to the deduction of appropriate withholding taxes in compliance with the appropriate tax rules for the year ended 31st December 2024. May I ask a shareholder to kindly please give her the microphone.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. My name is Alaja Sarata Iyabode Balogun. I rise to second the motion.
Thank you. So on the motion proposed by myself, Alaja Sarata Balogun has seconded the motion. All those in favor, may I see by raising your hands? All those against? I declare the motion unanimously carried. We will now move to item 3 on your agenda, which is around the election of directors appointed after the last annual general meeting. And given that this matter concerns myself, I will ask that Mr. Michael Ikpoki take the chair and conduct this particular order of business.
Thank you. Can you hear me? Okay. Hello. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. In accordance with Section 274(1) and 275(1) of the Companies and Allied Matters Act, Mr. Bolaji Balogun, Ms. Ngozi Edozien, Mrs. Uma Yusuf Aboki, and Mrs. Adenike Ogunlesi were appointed as independent non-executive directors since the last general meeting to fill the casual vacancies on the board to comply with the requirements of the Companies and Allied Matters Act. Appointment of Ms. Ngozi Edozien, or can I take it all together? More timely? Yeah. So we now move for the appointment of Mr. Bolaji Balogun, Ms. Ngozi Edozien, Mrs. Uma Yusuf Aboki, and Mrs. Adenike Ogunlesi. Can I ask that the shareholder moves the motion? Yes, sir.
My name is Adeni Olatunoladeji. I do, sir. Thanks.
Okay, thank you. Seconded by Mrs. Okay. Thank you, Mrs. Obiden. I now put the motion to the meeting for voting. Can I now invite the representatives of Greenwich registrars to direct the electronic voting process? Or can we do a show of hands? Okay. Can I ask those in support of the motion to show their hands? Those against? The motion is now carried. Thank you very much. Over to you, Mr. Chairman.
Distinguished share observe. I think just for the records, he's absolutely correct. The first resolution is to take it as one vote. Can I now ask you to finish your work, Mr. Ipoki?
So thank you very much. So that resolution took on accepting to take all the 3 directors in one motion. Okay, so can I now formally move that motion to appoint these four directors? Can I ask for somebody to move the motion? Yes, sir.
Thank you very much, the acting chairman.
I'll list them.
My name is John Ogundikwe. I so support that motion.
Okay. You move the motion. Somebody will support.
I move the motion.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. My name is Dawodu Musiba Olasunkomi. I second that motion.
Okay. So the motion for the appointment of Mr. Bolaji Balogun, Mrs. Uma Yusuf Aboki, Mrs. Adenike Ogunlesi, and Ms. Ngozi Edozien is hereby presented. For those in support, please raise your hand. Those against? So the motion is now carried and approved. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, shareholders. I now move to the next item on the agenda, which is that 2 directors retiring by rotation at this meeting in accordance with the articles of the association and being eligible for re-election offer themselves. They are Mr. Chika Nwobi and Mrs. Folake Ogundikwe. I now move that Mr. Chika Nwobi and Mrs. Folake Ogundikwe retiring by rotation at this annual general meeting and being eligible for re-election be and are hereby re-elected as directors of the company. I will come to the back of the meeting on the next one.
My name is Charles Obiora Mobo. I move the motion. I second the motion, sorry.
Thank you very much. May I now ask all those in favor to please signify by raising your hands? All those against? The motion is unanimously carried. Please be seated. The next item on our agenda is to disclose the remuneration of the managers of Unilever Nigeria PLC. In line with the provisions of Section 257 of the Companies and Allied Matters Act, the remuneration of the managers has been disclosed on page 109, note 7 of the financial statements. Our next item is to appoint Messrs. Forvis Mazars as the company's new independent auditors and to authorize the directors to fix the remuneration of the independent auditors. Messrs. KPMG Professional Services have acted as our independent auditors for the past 11 years, and we thank them for their services. Forvis Mazars has therefore been nominated as the new independent external auditors of the company, subject to appointment of shareholders at this meeting. They are a leading global professional services network operating in over 100 countries and territories. The firm provides audit, assurance, tax advisory, and consulting services across the world. Please note that under Section 401 of the Companies and Allied Matters Act, the company is authorized to appoint auditors. However, Section 408, subsection 1B of the Act also requires that the auditor's remuneration shall be fixed by the company in a general meeting or in a manner as the company in general meeting may determine. I therefore move the motion that Messrs. Forvis Mazars are hereby appointed as our new independent auditors, and that the directors of your company be and are hereby authorized to fix the remuneration and expenses of the auditors. May I have a shareholder kindly second that motion? I will go right to the back, all the way to the back, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The name is Mrs. Grace Ajumobi, JP. Second the motion.
Thank you very much. All shareholders, please signify by raising your hand in support of the motion. Shareholders voting against. Thank you all very, very much. We now move to the next item on the agenda, which is the election of the shareholders' representatives on the audit committee in accordance with sections 238 and 404 subsection 3 of the Companies Act. The Act requires that there shall be 2 representatives of directors and 3 representatives of shareholders, and it's my pleasure to confirm to you that your board have appointed their own representatives, who are Mr. Michael Ikwoki and Ms. Ngozi Edozian. We have received more than 3 nominations from shareholders, and I will take you through the nominations that we have received. The nominees are Mr. Wahab Ajani, Mr. David Olusegun Oguntoye, Mr. Kolawole Durojaye, Mr. Ade David Olowoniyi, Moses Idowu, Ijaye Kunle, and Samson Olusegun Olagoke. May I, having introduced the nominated shareholders, now call on the representative of our registrars to very quickly conduct this voting process. Mrs. Ajijola from the registrars. I will call out each name, and I will ask the registrars to please be positioned to, may I ask you all to please remain seated? Can I ask you, gentlemen, can I ask you to please sit down until I call your name? Yeah? Mr. Wahab Ajani, all shareholders in favor? Greenwich registrars, can I ask you to do this very quickly, please? Okay. David Olusegun Oguntoye. Greenwich registrars, please confirm you're done. I will now move on to Kolawole Durojaye. Greenwich registrars, you have to do this work quicker, please. Ade David Olowoniyi. I will now move on to Moses Idowu. And I believe we have a withdrawal from Samson Olusegun Olagoke. Can I ask someone from Greenwich Registrars to approach the board very quickly to confirm that what appears quite clear in the room is indeed the result? Thank you very much. Well done. Distinguished shareholders, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for the quick and orderly conduct of that process. I now confirm to you that your audit committee for the 2025 financial year, which will hold office until the next annual general meeting, will be Messrs. Wahab Ajani, David Olusegun Oguntoye, Kolawole Durojaye, shareholder representatives, alongside Ms. Ngozi Edozian and Mr. Michael Ikpoki. Thank you very much. We now move on to the next item of the agenda, which is special business, which is to consider and, if thought fit, pass the following resolutions of the company. That the remuneration of the non-executive directors of Unilever Nigeria PLC for the year ending December 31st, 2025, be and is hereby fixed at 120 million naira. I hereby move pardon me, would someone please rise and second that motion? Can I go to the back in this direction? The lady in blue, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I second that. Igbasomi Bukola is my name.
Thank you very, very much. Shareholders in favor, please signify by raising your hands. And those voting against, please do so. The motion is hereby unanimously carried. Next item on the agenda is also special business pursuant to Rule 20.8 of the Rule Book of the Nigerian Exchange. A general mandate be and is hereby given authorizing the company during the 2025 financial year and up to the date of the next annual general meeting to procure goods, services, and financing and enter into such incidental transactions necessary for its day-to-day operations from related parties or interested persons. I wish to draw your attention to pages 167 and 168 of the 2024 financial statements, which provides greater detail in respect of the related party transactions contemplated. It is important to also let you know that this resolution is required to authorize the company to enter into recurrent transactions necessary for its day-to-day operations with related parties, including Unilever Holding BV, Unilever PLC United Kingdom, and other entities within the Unilever Group, up to transactions of a value equal to or more than 5% of Unilever Nigeria PLC's tangible net assets. Please note that all such transactions will be disclosed in the financial statements for the current year. I hereby move the following resolution, that pursuant to Rule 20.8 of the Rule Book of the Nigerian Stock Exchange Issuers Rule, a general mandate be and is hereby given authorizing the company during the 2025 financial year and up to the date of the next AGM to procure goods, services, and financing and enter into such incidental transactions as may be required with related parties, which shall be under the company's transfer pricing policy. All transactions falling under this category, which were earlier entered into in 2025 prior to the date of this meeting, are also hereby ratified. Would someone kindly rise and second this motion? I will go in this direction. The lady in green, please. Behind you, ma. The lady in green.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Okele Adenike Elizabeth. I second that motion.
Shareholders voting in favor of the motion, please signify by raising your hands. And shareholders against the motion, I hereby declare the resolution unanimously carried. Distinguished shareholders, ladies and gentlemen, we have now completed the formal business of the annual general meeting, and I would like to thank you, Mrs. Obideyi. What is the matter, ma'am? Ma?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We were given two papers. I don't know what is it for. Don't let what happen in City Hall happen here. If they want to give us anything, you know we have old people, and somebody like me using this, I will not rush, and I don't want people to make me to fall down. So anything before the director, before they leave, please, I know you are capable to do it. Please, don't let it be rushed.
We will.
Know what
thank,
is happening.
thank you very much, Mrs. Obide. I think it is very important, Company Secretary, that whatever arrangements we have made for shareholders are dealt in a very orderly manner, and that we're mindful of the fact that we have older shareholders and also shareholders who might not be able to move easily. We will pay attention to that, and thank you for drawing our attention to it. Distinguished shareholders, ladies and gentlemen, we have now completed the formal business of the annual general meeting. I would like to thank each and every one of you for your support. I want to thank you for demonstrating your continued interest in the business and the affairs of our company through your attendance at this general meeting. I want to thank you all for coming and wish each and every one of you a safe journey back to your respective destinations. I now declare the meeting closed and ask that we rise for the national anthem. Thank you all, ladies and gentlemen.
Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land. Though tribe and tongue may differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigerians old and proud to serve our sovereign motherland. Our flag shall be a symbol that truth and justice reign. In peace or battle honored, and this we count as gain. To hang on to our children a banner without stain. O God of all creation, grant this our one request. Help us to build a nation where no man is oppressed. And so with peace and plenty, Nigeria may be blessed.
Thank you very much, our distinguished shareholders. Please remain on your seat and await the next set of instructions. Thank you very much.
I want to use this opportunity to welcome each and every one of us to this year's Transporter Safety Week. This is the 5th one running. It's an opportunity to celebrate ourselves. For this year, our theme is Pressure Day, No Panic, Safety First.
We'll be just sensitizing ourselves on what we need to do.
You are truck drivers, utility drivers. The contents you are carrying, the item you are carrying is regarded as cargo.
You cannot cheat the nature. You are tired, take a rest. The eyes are asking for a sleep. Please do.
So when to top say this your truck go dey clean like this, and you go dey safe so that if customer say see product, you go happy to collect them.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the 5th Transporter Safety Week. So we want to say a big thank you to everyone involved that the product gets to the end user.
We talked about blind spots, and we find out that the blind spot has been one of the major issues we've been having in the country.
I understand as transporters, as drivers, as we travel around, do we have difficulty accessing good food? Do we get to eat good food on the road?
By caring for yourself, you also have cared for the consumer. You have cared for the customers. Whatever you deliver to the hand of customers end up coming to your kitchen, your home. So that is the reason why we have come to remind us this morning by telling us about quality. When you are under pressure, you have to consider that there should be no panic.
Businesses are indispensable partners in the economic growth and development of any nation. Unilever has over the last 100 years proven the truth of this statement in Nigeria. One word that best describes the story of Unilever in its century-old operations in Nigeria is impact. Unilever has, through its operations, impacted the socio-economic fabric of Nigeria in many ways.
As we celebrate our centenary in Nigeria, it's an honor to reflect on the profound impact we've had on the lives of Nigerians. Our commitment to sustainability and responsible business practices has been our guiding light.
Our dedicated workforce, who share our passion for excellence, has been the main backbone behind our manufacturing success.
Meet Mrs. Oge, a loving mother who starts her day with Unilever products trusted for generations. For kids, a bright smile begins the day. Nor eat for good. Unilever, woven into the daily fabric of Nigerian lives with trusted brands like Knorr, Close-Up, Pepsodent,